Alrighty, part 3 of the anniversary is dropping in real soon, so just kind of want to make my prediction here for part 3. I assume we'll be getting Super Saiyan 4 Goku anyways. I think that's going to be locked in here. We just take a look at some of the characters we've gotten. We've gotten the... Okay, let's open up the tab because it'll be way faster this way. We had the Platinum Equipment for Omega last week, and then we're going to be getting the Super Saiyan 3 Goku here, the Zenkai for him, so... Yahoo, that'll be very good. I think GT's just going to be locked in. I think Super Saiyan 4 Goku makes sense. But we take a look at some of the characters that we've gotten this year. We are behind an Ultra, right? We had Hit, Goku Black, and then Kid Buu last year. And then this year we only have 2 characters instead of 3, so... I don't know, they probably could just drop 2 Ultra characters. It is going to be the 6th anniversary. They can just do whatever the hell they want. I would have been a little bit skeptical about them dropping 2 Ultras for this part, but then they dropped 4 separate LFs on their own banner for the anniversary, so I guess whatever, they can just shove a quarter up my ass. They can do whatever the hell they want, right? And if they are going to be doing that, I assume they'll probably drop a Ultra character here for Buu Saga or for God Key, right? I kind of wanted to just make a quick prediction of the characters that we're going to see here, and then I want to go over the custom kit that I made for Super Saiyan 4 Goku that I made way back a month ago. Or 2 months ago, rather. Before, no, it was a month ago. Yeah, a month ago before part 1 officially dropped here. So, Yahoo! For part 1, or rather for the other Ultra character, the second Ultra character, I think that they could possibly be dropping here. I assume it'll be Buu Saga, because we take a look at some of the equips here. They've been buffing Buu Saga like crazy. I mean, this one, like, you know, 50 Buu Saga equips here. So, it makes sense that they'd want to drop another Buu Saga Ultra if we are going to be getting 2 this year for our anniversary. I think the most likely options are going to be Super Saiyan 3 Goku. A lot of people have been asking for this dude, so yeah, I haven't seen Angel Super Saiyan 3 in 5.5 years. Think it would be a good time to drop a Ultra of this guy. I don't think they'd drop him now. I just don't think they should, because Sun Family is going kind of crazy right now, so just don't drop him. Please, pretty please. I would much rather than them either drop a Majin Vegeta with Anti-Sun Family or a Buuhan here with an Anti-Sun Family. Both of these two have been pretty heavily disrespected as well. Majin Vegeta we haven't seen in 4 years, and then Buuhan we have not seen in 2 years. The difference between Buuhan is that Buuhan has not really had much representation in the game, like ever. So yeah, Buuhan, make it happen. For God Key here, they did give Vegeta and Trunks a new unique equipment here, so I don't know. They could probably just do Fusion Zamasu. Yeah, makes sense to me, right? Fusion Zamasu. A lot of us have been asking him for a long time, so Fusion Zamasu would make a lot of sense to me. If not, I'd probably say Resurrection F. But again, Resurrection F, I don't think they do because they just dropped the Fusing Gogeta Blue here. So I don't know if they'd want to do another like Super Saiyan Blue character, but I don't know. Again, they can do whatever the hell they want. But for the other Ultra character, my predictions are going to be Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku, Majin Vegeta, or Buuhan. Either that or Fusion Zamasu. I think that just makes the most sense to me. Just if we're gonna be getting 2, right? Again, I don't know if they're gonna be dropping 2, but it's 6th anniversary. They can do whatever the hell they want. Alright, so for the prediction I have of my custom Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I will just go through what I think he's gonna be doing. Like, I designed this character to be very slow in the beginning. You know, when he transforms first and he's like messing around with the baby, like he does tank the Revenge Death Ball and just unscratch. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna do whatever the hell I want to do. Like, I'm just gonna try to have fun, explore my new form for a little bit. And then after a while, he was like, all right, game time's over. I'm going to screw you in your ass now. So that's the design of this character. That's the way his unique gauge is built. So I'll just go ahead and talk about the main ability first, right? I mean, his intro we can talk about first, I guess, because it is at the top. It's gonna be the transformation sequence from like the anime, but instead of like going through the entire like Great Ape and like the Earth shifting moment, it'll just be him going from the Great Ape as like the bright light, and then the smoke will clear. We'll see Goku, and we'll pan up to his face, and then we'll just have him say like this is Super Saiyan 4 or something, right? His main ability, he's going to be gaining the ult, obviously, because every single Ultra will be doing this anyway, so he's gonna have an ult. The 30% HP and Ki 60 is gonna be standard, right? I think this is gonna be immunity to Ki reduction effects, or he's gonna have hard shrinking effect immunity here. I don't know why it's gone. It's just Google Docs just screwed up. He's gonna have some disrupt as well, minus 1 to arch guard draw speed for 15 counts to all enemies. It's gonna be very good. because typically you don't see an all enemies debuff, right? It's gonna be on the main anyway, so having a 15 count debuff for this is gonna be very solid. He's gonna seal the rush as well for 10 counts, so you can just kind of be aggressive during this period, right? Having rush sealing is very important in this meta, right? Take a look at a lot of these like Buu Saga characters, like Ultimate Gohan has it, this Evil Buu has it, Ultra Gohan has it. So having the rush seal is gonna be a new form of defense, and I do like that, right? Also, if his unique gauge has been filled up once, he's going to go type neutral, and he's going to cancel the enemy buff effects. It's not going to be as solid anymore, I think, because characters like Gohan, like Ultra UI Goku are gaining type neutrality on the activation of the ult. So having an activation of the cancellation buff is going to be very strong on the ult itself. But you know, he's gonna go type neutral here, so the whole point is to kind of cancel their type neutrality. You go your type neutrality, and then just kind of like bombard them with stuff, right? Because he's gonna have immunity to a lot of things throughout his kit, as you guys are gonna see. So just again, he's gonna be pretty much unstoppable once you get this portion up. That's kind of the whole point of this, right? Just to chain like 50 cards, right? His ultra ability is going to be with Saiyans. I did not want him to be restricted specifically to GT. The characters that we've seen here throughout the entirety of the celebration have not been limited to one team. You know, Ultimate Gohan has Buu Saga and hybrids. We have this guy who has the regen, powerful one, and Buu Saga. We have these dudes who have fusions, Saiyans, Sun Family, Vegeta Clan. Like, you know, they have multiple other teams that you can be running them on. So I did not want Goku to be specifically locked behind GT. Alright, for the unique abilities, again, this guy is probably going to be the best unit in the game, so power creep is going to be a thing. If we take a look at Gohan and Ultra Golden Frieza here, their startup buffs turns are going to have 170% damage inflicted, so again, just, give this dude 180%. He's going to have a little bit more reduced damage received, because, again, Ultra Anniversary power creep right there. There's a card draw speed, which is going to be standard in the package. 30% to damage inflicted against a powerful opponent, because that's what he's pretty much going to be designed to do, right? Powerful opponent killer. Here's some combo extension here. -5 to arts card cost, 50% to key recovery. He's going to have total 80%. Make sure this guy has no key issues whatsoever. He's going to be immune to abnormal conditions, which right now is only going to be Shin, who's going to be giving you paralyzed, right, with his ult. But outside of that, you know, in the future, we might see some characters who are going to have, I don't know, Feint back in the day. Like, they're gonna bring back Feint, maybe. They're gonna bring back Bleed, right? Like, yeah, Bleed is a thing. Cause, I mean, this dude just deletes you and then just gives you Bleed for free. So I don't know. Immunity to that. Immunity to debuffs for 60 counts. This way, he's gonna be able to build up faster. I didn't want to make sure that this guy was like gonna take 80 years to build up, right? Like, he's still gonna have some build up, but once he gets there to build up, he's gonna be crazy. So just things do not hinder him too crazy, right? Like these minus arch card draw speed debuffs, right? Whenever he's faced with an enemy, he's gonna gain extra key back. Again, no key issues, please. He's gonna gain extra damage whenever he's faced with another enemy. He's going to be making sure that he doesn't have to deal with their key reduction effects for 3 counts, which is gonna be very solid. It's gonna apply every time they switch. So like a character like Ultra Gohan, you can just switch into him, just reduce key for free, right? He's also gonna give them this debuff right here. This is gonna be his disrupt effect, his -1 to arts card draw speed anyways. So it's just not gonna be for free. Like, you just switch against this guy, like he's gonna have some extra like protection, just in case, right? Randomly draws 1 new card for combo extension, which is just solid, right? I mean, this is like the base kit of like just having solid like ground. This is the ground zero. And we're gonna give him combo extension right here with this disrupt attack. Whenever he's going to come in, he's going to get extra damage, right? Ultra Gohan does this exact same effect, where whenever he comes in, he's going to gain the extra damage. It can't be stacked. So that's where I gave him that. I gave him some sub-count ally reduction, so he's going to be able to switch in and out again. This point is to just, you know, bring in characters faster, make sure this guy doesn't die before he gets his unique gauge, and then he's going to be able to build up a lot faster, right? Just be able to escape a little bit faster, just rotate out a lot faster, because that's the whole point of this, right? He's gonna have also key reduction. This is a cover change effect right here, right? Like, even if they drop against him, he's still gonna activate this effect of like reducing the key by 35, and then randomly destroying one of their enemy cards, right? It is 35 because if you're gonna be fighting other Super Saiyan 4 Gokus, at least you're gonna have some effect with this, right? Of like reducing their key by 5, which I guess you wouldn't, because you have this effect up, but you know, just having extra protection is gonna be solid, right? Whenever we cover changes. Whenever this guy uses a Striker Blast card, he is going to draw a special arts card, and then he's going to restore a key by 10. I think this part was a mistake, and this was going to reset every time. He switched out. Hold on, let me see if we can bring that up. Yeah, right there, right? We can just remove this part. I think the whole point of this was to activate twice, but I mean, that's not supposed to be there anyway, so yeah. Whenever he uses Striker Blast cards, he's going to restore Ki by 10, and he's going to gain a Structural Arts card cost. He's going to gain a green card and restore Ki by 10 whenever he uses a Striker Blast card. Lands one, right? And that's going to reset whenever he switches out, so it's going to be generating a ton of green cards. Yeah. He's gonna have Survive Tech here against blue cards. He's gonna have Escape Tech and Survive Tech against the rushes and the ults, right? He's gonna have a team-wide heal, go tech neutral defensively, destroy an ally subcount, destroy the enemy card effects. He's gonna reduce their key. He's gonna give them with a debuff. He's gonna hit them the buff cancellation. The point of the buff cancellation is to make sure that this actually hits, but I mean, it's also gonna get rid of their endurance effects, right? And you're gonna have characters like Ultra Omega on your team now who are gonna be quite literally tanky enough to eat this. So that's kind of the design of this, right? I think just having Survive Tech and Escape Tech in this game is gonna be standard at this point. So the whole point of the first unique ability is just to give him like a solid ground zero, right? Just make sure he doesn't die too early. Make sure he has combo extension. Give him good solid base to start off the game right with, right? All right. Unique ability number 2. This is the heart of the character right now. I gave him some extra reduced damage received. A lot of characters are starting to have this. This is kind of where we're gonna start taking the like next level of defense here, because I believe this is a separate like proc of damage reduction. So it's gonna be like 75% reduced damage received, which is not exactly 75% damage reduction. I'm just gonna reduce damage received by 75%. It's like a separate proc, and then this is going to be another separate proc, like extra damage reduction. So I think it stacks differently, right? He's going to slightly charge own unique gauge every time he's using a arts card while he's on the battlefield. It is a similar charge to Ultra Rose, to Super Saiyan 3 Goku, to Nappa. But he is going to, again, so what I mean by he's going to start off slow. And then he's going to, once he gets his unique gauge, he's going to explode like crazy. So once he got his unique gauge filled, he's going to gain extra health back. And that's standard for gaining a unique gauge. That takes a long time to charge like this. He's gonna get a green card. He's gonna have 50% unique gauge charge rate, which is going to activate once. He's going to gain the immunity to hard destruction effect, which is gonna be solid. You don't see this have been like reapplied for like 50 times a match right now. That's not kind of the standard. So having this activate once for 20 counts and it can't be canceled, it's gonna be very solid. He's going to gain Cover Null for 10 counts, which is also really good. He's going to enhance the Ultimate Arts card, which we'll take a look at later. I made sure that his cover change effect is pretty stupid, right? Again, he's going to be slow. He's going to be a little bit more defensive when he starts off the fight. My envision for this was whenever he took the blue card for the first time against Baby, rather his Revenge Death Ball, he just kind of stood there and just tanked it. And that's kind of like the whole point of this. It's like he's going to stand there. He's just going to eat a lot of these hits, right? So he's just going to have the Omni cover change against a lot of everything. Yeah. And he's also going to charge unique, he's going to charge his unique gauge by 50% whenever he's changing a cover change once, which is going to be very good. Because even if it is nullified, you're still going to get the extra 50% to charge right here. I gave this to him because whenever he's in one of his following states, I did give him a nullification gauge, right? Again, it's not going to be able to combo into blue cards. His cover change does not combo into blue cards, so that's not combo with ults, because I think that, again, power creep right now is going to be so crazy. Like, if this guy was going to be able to use his blue card and stuff like that after he cover change, it'd be really, really stupid, because we'll take a look at it later, but it would be really, really stupid if I allowed him to cover change with his blue card. And just, we're at a point now where it's just going to be free damage. It's like, we don't need this. Like, just being able to stop the combo is good enough. Like, we were doing so many things anyways, and it's like, if you're gonna have an Omni cover change like this, right, like just canning into a blue card is gonna be really excessive. So there's that. I gave him a blast counter gauge. We've only seen one of these with Ultra Gogeta Blue, so I think it'd be pretty good to have that in the game now. It would be really good against the meta, right? Like characters like Ultimate Gohan are very blast based. You're just gonna be able to just ignore that. The blue card, you're gonna be able to ignore Ultra Gohan's blue cards that he uses against you. Not counter ways. I don't know why I said Ultra Gohan. I'm a little tired. Excuse me. But just certain blast cards, certain blue cards, certain green cards. He's gonna have immunity for that for 2 times. You're not gonna have access to it at the beginning of the fight, so you're gonna have to like actually charge your unique gauge. But I mean, you know, he'll get it via cover changing, so it'll be very solid, right? That's kind of the whole point of this. Yeah, it's gonna be activating twice only, so I didn't want it to be like OD, just like, yeah, I have this gauge forever. You know, it's doing multiple things anyways. Like you don't need it to. It has a defensive frog. It has a defensive reason, and it's gonna have an offensive ability, right? That's his unique abilities. He's got a lot more hearts in here with his green card. I did design him around his green card. That's why he's drawing a ton of them. His blue card is pretty solid, and then his ult is also going to be pretty solid, right? His ability is going to be 5% ultimate damage inflicted by Jack GT, and then GT or Saiyan or some damage, strike attack, and defense for 42%. I think that'll be pretty solid for a solid Z lead right there. His strike cards are going to have the 5% HP increase. I think these cards are actually really underrated. These are going to help you heal up a ton. You don't even realize it, man. But these do allow you to heal a lot. Trust me, these are very good. And then he's also going to have some sustained damage cut, sustained damage up effects whenever using the blast card. He's going to hit them with the reduce damage received buff. This is just going to be like a solid, like new card, I think, because I don't think this card specifically exists in the game. So just applying a debuff on a blast card like this, I think it's going to be pretty good. You're not gonna. It's an arts card held, so you're not gonna see this like a ton, right? Whew, here we are. So his strike cards are gonna be impact. He's gonna have blast armor. You're a melee character, that's gonna be solid, right? No one's gonna complain about that. His blasts are gonna give him a time key back. Good for combo extension, right? Blast cards are pretty expensive. He's gonna have a 24 cost blast card anyway, so it'll just cost 15 key in the grand scheme of things, right? His green card is going to be crazy. I did design it to be pretty crazy, right? So his unique gauge, whenever it's full, he's going to reduce it to 0, and the following effects are going to occur. He's going to draw the ultimate arts card, maximum bombardment rush. He's going to draw a new ult. Yep, I gave him a double ult mechanic here. He's going to get a new hand other than that, right? So again, just use a green card. If you're at 0 cards, you're going to get an entirely new hand with this, right? For the first time, you're going to have a ton of HP back. You're going to have a ton of key back to make sure that you're going to be able to use this stuff here. He's going to gain extra damage back. Again, whenever he's facing an enemy, you're not going to be able to have this key stuff like reduced. So he's going to have very like good key mechanics. Like he's not going to have any key issues at all. This is going to chain well with his unique gauge, because whenever you get it full for the first time, you're going to be getting a green card anyways. So yep, it's going to have a lot of synergy with that. He's going to get his Vanish back with this, just to make sure he stays out there for a little bit longer. He's going to have Cover Null on this, just in case, you know, the first time you fill up your unique gauge, you're going to have 10 counts of Cover Null, but I gave him, like, this is his form of Cover Null. Like, that's why his green card is going to be, he's going to draw a green card every time he lands his Striker Blast cards, because he's getting his Cover Null from his green card, right? That's why he's a green card generator here. He's going to get his Vanish back with this as well. If you don't have the gauge up, he's going to just, you know, have combo extension, healing, damage inflicted, Cover Null. This is a Vanish back. Just pretty solid. Green card overall. Lifetime green card. Here's going to be his blue card. And this is the reason why I made sure that it was not going to be chaining with his cover change. Is because you use it, you're going to get a ton of extra damage here. You're going to have the health restoration debuff for 10 counts, which is health restoration debuffs I do hate dealing with, but they are very solid, right? He gets his Vanish back fully, and he's going to hit him with no switching for 3 counts. I gave him a lock-in with this, so if you drop this, you have your Vanish to play with again, you have your Rush to play with. Like, it's going to be not just for damage, like, it's going to do crazy damage, obviously, because you have this up here, and you're going to have the lock-in here, but you can also use it as, like, a bait tool for, like, the Rush, right, to set up another ult, for example, because again, the ult is not really relying on the unique gauge being full. It is just relying on the gauge being filled up once. So you can just drop this, get your Vanish back, and then just Vanish again, and then go with the ult, right? You can go with the main, you can go type neutral, you can hit them with the ult. Like, you can do a lot of things with this, right? That is the whole design of this. And if you're going to change the cover change, like, you know, just a free kill is not what I'm trying to look for here. Like, that'd be too much. I think that'd be too much, right? If it's not full though, he's gonna just have a solid blue card. He's just gonna do damage, you know, have a 50% health restoration debuff. Wanted to carry that over because health restoration debuffs are going to be crazy. This is a very solid debuff. If you guys are sleeping on health restoration, don't sleep on that shit, man. It's really annoying, man. All right, it is a charge forward blue card, by the way, just to make sure of that. His ultimate, Maximum Bombardment Rush. It has some impact damage, which is standard for ultra characters at this point. He's gonna have extra ultimate damage. He's gonna go type. He's gonna have inertial application with this. He's gonna hit him with the extra 30% to sustaining damage cut effects. So again, he's not gonna just have free damage like that. Like this is also going to help him give damage, right? Like this is just not. Godlike characters are gonna have like damage reduction anyways, so this is going to help them cut through that. This is like a form of extra damage. If he's had the gauge filled up once, he's gonna actually gain extra more damage with this, right? Because this is gonna have more cut pen, and he's gonna have the Sealing Tube main ability. So I think overall he's gonna be very broken with this kit. I mean, it's gonna be really hard to stop him. He's gonna have easy access to cover null. He's gonna be a green card generator, right? I probably could limit. If they were going to actually make this a kit, they could probably reduce this count to like 2. But then he'd have a hard time to access cover null, so they'd probably just remove the cover null from the green card onto whatever he uses a card, right? For the first time, just gain cover null for 5 counts, which probably would just make more consistent. But I wanted to make him a green card generator because screw it, power creep. Right, he's gonna have solid sustainability. He's gonna have good defenses. I mean, he's got this gauge here, which is really, really dumb, right? You have the cover change, cover changes. He's gonna have like a lot of null applications. He's gonna be like eating hits. He's gonna have good healing. Like I made sure that this guy was like very defensive in the beginning, and then after a while, he's gonna go explosive and just destroy you. I mean, like again, having the lock and ult, having this unique gauge, which is gonna help you make sure that you're not only doing extra damage, but you're gonna have a lot more disrupt, right? That's the whole point of this character. I wanted to make sure that this guy lasted for a long time. I didn't want him to be like an Ultra Vegeta Blue setup where he's gonna be like disgusting for the first few months, and then oh no, he gets power creep because he has a kit that's like easy designed to counter, right? Like this guy, I'm trying to not make sure that I want GT to have a backbone. I don't know when they're gonna start opening GT again, so that is the whole design of this character, to just make sure that he is very solid, very cool, and most importantly, very broken after he gets his unique gauge. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys next time. Ooh, price down.